Hello, this is Gihan Pereira. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to talk today about using AI ethically and responsibly. I'm here in the Perth CBD. I'm running my Future Scenarios workshop for a group of senior leaders, and we're just about to start the second day of the workshop. And yesterday, we were talking about how to use AI tools like Chat GPT for things like looking into the future, projecting into the future. And these leaders were really interested and intrigued by how you could get some really interesting and innovative ideas just from a few minutes of using tools like ChatGPT. And because they were leaders, they were also really interested and concerned about how they and their teams can use AI ethically and responsibly. And of course, there are a lot of things you need to think about when you start going down that track. And as a leader, it's really important to consider not only the benefits of AI, but some of the limitations and some of the problems you might have when you start using it. There's a lot we could talk about in this area, but I want to give you, as I gave those leaders yesterday, my 3 simple tools about using AI as a leader for yourself and your teams, some of the things around governance. And the 3 simple tools are this. Number 1, always be very careful about what information you share with tools like ChatGPT. So don't upload anything that's private or confidential. Now you might think that's obvious, and yet because these tools are so enticing, it's very easy to forget things like privacy and confidentiality. The second rule is always to treat these tools as an assistant, not as an expert. So think of it as somebody that can help you with your work, but not somebody that can do all the work for you. So for example, I had a real life example where I was working with some leaders, and we asked we asked ChatGPT to draft an email, and then one of the leaders in the room said, "Can I get it to translate it into French?" And so we said, "Translate it to French." But I gave them the caution that just because it does the translation doesn't mean that it's a good or accurate translation or something that a French speaker would consider reasonable. So you always treat it as an assistant, not an expert. And the third rule, which is related to that, is always double check and triple check everything that you get from tools like ChatGPT. Because sometimes it completely makes up stuff. It wants to give you an answer, and sometimes the answer is irrelevant, sometimes it's not very useful, and sometimes it's just plain wrong. So start with those 3 rules in mind when you start using tools like ChatGPT. The rules again: so first of all, be careful of what you upload. Second, treat it as an assistant. And third, always double check and triple check everything. If you'd like to know more about this, I'm running an online workshop soon, a free public virtual masterclass about using AI for leaders. So please register and invite others in your team to come along as well. And I'll share with you more things that you can use to get more value out of AI.